What's up, my people? How are they? I hope everybody's doing good, right? Okay, guys. I today there are a few things I want us to talk about. I want to talk to you about, regarding some travel tips and a few stuff you need to do. Today, so what I want to do is I just want to give you some what is called preamble. Prerequisite things you need to do if you wish to come to Canada. Some people have asked me a few questions. How do I get visa? How do I get I get visa? How do I get visitors visa, student visa, all those things, masters, PhD, all those stuff, school and everything about admission and visa. But fine, anyways, I'm not a travel agent, anyways. However, there are things I want to talk to you about today. So today, what I want to talk about today is what is called the things you need to do, what is called like preambles, preparations, what you need to do. I've made similar videos before about admission, on how to prepare yourself for admissions, if you want to come here, things you need to do. However, I want to do that for people within Niger who want to come over here, right? So I have written a few things here just to, things I believe and how I know that you should do. So before I talk about anything, one of the things I want to talk about today is focus on your goal. That's number one, because the very first thing towards making a move of, if you want to travel, if you want to get visa, if you want admission, if you want to whatever, the very first thing is to decide on what you want to do. If you want to stay in Niger, do business, okay. If you want to come here, okay. If you want to go, the very first thing is to decide on what you want to do. Okay, I'm going to give you a very good example of what I mean. When you, let's say you want to catch a flight, let's say 12 noon flight or whatever time. When you get to the airport, you find out maybe your friends or your relatives, follow you to the airport to go and see you off in the airport, right? So now, when you're about to board, you find out that people who you will be following to the airplane are people you don't know. But why are you following them to that airplane? Is because they are pursuing the same goal as you are. They are going the same direction as yourself. So what am I talking about? So you need to know what you want and focus on going with people who are going the same direction. That's the very first thing towards coming to Canada. If you need to decide, okay, I really want to travel, that's the first thing you need to do. You have underlined that I want to travel to Canada. Number two, having decided I want to travel to Canada, what am I going to Canada to do? These are the things you need to know. Number one, these are the things you need to know in order to know your goal and the things you want to do. That's the very first one. Then, having decided, very many people, they ask me some questions. They keep asking me some questions, how I go waka, how I go do this. There are things you need to do before you even think of travel. Very many people no get passport. They no get national identity number. If you ask them now, so okay, there is an opportunity where we say, okay, I guess I get link or I get something where go help you come to Canada. The thing you need to apply before the next 1 month. They are not ready. They may have the financial resources, but they don't have the documentation. Many people don't get an NIN. Many people don't get passport. Before you go do your passport, Nigeria don't update it. The Nigeria government don't update the thing. Before you do your passport, you must have any national identity number. Many people don't get this thing. So these are the things you need to do. These are called preambles. You go get your NIN, go use them, go do passport. No, say that one don't ready. At least, if not for this, even if you're not traveling, at least it's a documentation. It's a valid document for yourself. It's a valid ID for yourself. So get your NIN, get your passport, keep it ready for anything where you feel come out, you go fit apply. That's number one. Number two, you need to start reading things about Canada. If you waka, enter library, read things about Canada, read novels about Canada, read magazines, read textbooks, read things about Canada, right? So, because like I said, when you remember or when you know where you are going to, everything about that thing is what you will surround yourself with. You can't have a plan of going this direction and you are doing things that is going the other direction. You need to know what you want. Based on what you want, you will now be using these things to surround yourself. Read podcasts about Canada. Read some documentations, things about Canada, right? That is something applicable to number 3 now, which is like watching YouTube videos, watching podcasts, and all that, right? These things are what will help you to prepare yourself if you want to come to Canada. Not only just coming to Canada, anything you want to do in life, read things about them so that you get some inspiration on how to move forward. It's not just asking me, bro, I have received multiple messages in my inbox. Oh, bro, how we go come here? Wow, I'm ready. I get money. It's not just having money. It's about having all that. You may have the money, but money is not just what it is. There are many other things involved. Okay? Then another thing which we will do, now you need to start watching more of foreign movies. Right? Foreign movies. Not every time they put Mesti Ibu, they put some logo, they put Nine Sacrifice. Those things are good. I like them too. But what I mean is, you can't continue to be watching all these things. Most times, these things will just keep you entertained. But if you want to focus on things you want to do, trust me, you need to start watching more of foreign movies. What do you mean by foreign movies? When I say foreign movies, I don't mean that our Niger movie no good. Of course, Niger movie are one of the best in the whole Africa world. If I'm not sure. But I like Niger movies so much. But what I mean is, when you watch some foreign movies, you go understand some accent where would they speak here. Because most things where you come here can't talk, they're not going to understand. And when they talk back, you know if you understand. It will take you longer time. Although you go learn them, but the thing is that if it go take you maybe 6 months to 1 year to learn when you come, it don't go take you so far if you watch foreign movies. Try to learn. They watch foreign movies. They watch how the place look like. They watch things about, all those things. When you watch them, the thing go sink inside of you so that eventually you come here. You don't go too day. You go stand. Do you understand? So then, there's it. Then another thing is attend international conferences. As we did for Nigeria now, if you have maybe they work for office or your company or your boss or somebody where tell you saying that there is a conference going on here, devote your time or more of attending conferences. That time when you go see for bar, they drink, they chat with your friends. Think of one Saturday or one Sunday or one day like that. Bring out 2 to 3 hours. Go conference. Take note and paper, pen and paper. Write some notes. These things are what will help you. Go for some conferences, especially international ones. These things they're going to help you to prepare yourself, not just only on travel, about life, but particularly on travel if your goal is to travel to Canada. Right? Because I don't receive many questions or how I go travel, all these things. These things I'm talking about now are things you should know first. Okay? Then another thing we say, number 6, this one is very, very important. This one now, you should follow my page. If you're not my follower already, this is an opportunity for you because I'm going to be releasing more of these videos. I'm going to be releasing things about this the more. So I'm going to be saying more. So you need to follow my page. If you're not a follower already, please do. If you are, thank you for following and also share. So you need to follow this video, follow my page, and also always share my video so that it will get to others and you'll be getting more. Please. Before we finish, please make sure you share this video. Have you shared it yet? I don't say you share them. Okay. So the next one is when you go to social media, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, all those things, there is something we call filtration. You can filter what you want to watch. You can subscribe to, just like I said, subscribe to my page. You can subscribe to pages like my own. We're going to bring you this kind of information. Not be everything will come your way, bam, you go watch. Before you know it, you have watched more than 100 videos. And out of the 100 videos, you have spent like 1 hour watching things that have no impact in your life. So that's what I'm talking about. When you filter them, so things about travel, visa, students, international, things, stuff like that. You know the way we do hashtag. When you filter, this is what I want, things I want to want. Those are the things that will be coming to you. But because you don't filter, anything that goes, anything that comes goes, no value, nothing. At the end, you find out that you have spent over 3 hours watching things that have absolutely no value to your life. So these are the things you should do. Filter your social media, filter your news, filter the things around you, what you want to do. Even filter your friends too. Because if your friends are the people who, when they go the same direction, I guess you should filter them. Because these are the forces around you that should enable, that you should discard in order to get to where you're going to. Right? Then the last one, where you go do, is to obtain your driver's license. I made this video last time. I made a similar video about the 10 skills you need to learn before you come to Canada. If you have not watched it, I think it should be my last 3 or 4 videos. You can go to my page, check the last 3 or 4 videos, and then go and watch the 10 skills you need to learn or you need to have before you come to Canada. So I think number one I mentioned that was driving, and I'm mentioning it here again now. Obtain your driver's license. When you get your driver's license here, like I said in that video, it does not mean that once you come immediately they will issue you a license here. But if you have been driving in Nigeria and have obtained your license for at least a certain number of years, once you come here, it will become easier for you to, get your license. If it takes like 1 year, for example, yours may take less than 1 year, maybe 6 months or so that you can drive, because you really, really need to drive if you're in Canada. Cars here is a necessity. It's not a pleasure. The way they say phone for Niger is a necessity. Now so car they here. If you don't get car here, you don't go like yourself. So I beg, make you share this video. Follow me if you are not my follower, and if you follow me already, thank you for following me. Always share my video. You'll always get more. I love you guys. I'll see you in my next video. Bye.